Welcome everyone to Trend Micro Talks. I am your host, Erin Tomie, and today we're talking to Trend Micro Strategic Channel Marketing Manager, Joanna Amelio. Joanna, how are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you, Erin?
I'm very good. I'm very happy to have you here, and I would love to just start with you sharing a bit about your role here at Trend Micro.
Sure. First, thanks so much for having me. I'm excited to share with you today. A channel marketing manager. So I work with our partner companies. That's anything from motivating them and inspiring them to learn more about trend, learn how to talk about trend with their prospects, customers, enable them to learn about our solutions and how to speak to our solutions, and anything else they need to support them in their efforts to be a better business and grow their own business.
Well, Joanna, you joined Trend Micro just over a year ago in March of 2022, and I can still remember some of the first calls that we were on together when you were a brand new trender. So what were you doing before you became a trender?
Well, we have just about 5 or 10 minutes, so I'll be careful with what I share. My background is an interesting one. I was pre-med in psychology in college, and I won't take you through all the years between, but I started off in big business consulting. It was Anderson Consulting at the time, Accenture now. And I enjoyed the work, but I felt the size of that company. And so after several years doing that type of work, big business consulting with clients in the thousands and thousands, I hopped over to a startup internet company. I wanted to feel like I could make more change. I wanted a more nimble experience in the workplace. And it was a company where I was putting my hands on everything, and I liked that. I was doing everything from, I pulled out an old book to show you, Designing Web Usability, circa 2000, I pulled out to show you. This is what a web page looked like before, just very different, just to show you where we've come in 23 years. My web design skills hopefully have developed a little bit. But I enjoyed that, from content writing to interface design, and I enjoyed every bit of it. As you know, .coms changed, and I really enjoyed, as things were getting more rigorous in that industry, I liked doing things on my own. So from there, I started a series of my own businesses in small business consulting. Instead of working for one company, I was working for lots, and I spent 20 years doing that and loving every bit of it. It was, again, allowed me to be really flexible. I have 2 kids, so I was raising them, and it allowed me to work more at nights and weekends, perhaps when I needed to at times. So for 20 years, I did that. Small business consulting, from landscape companies to restaurants to medical communications companies, all sorts of fitness, in the fitness industry a lot. And then it came, 2022, and I was, or even 2020, late 2021, and I was starting to think, maybe I would like to be part of something bigger. Maybe I would want to collaborate more. I'm making all my own decisions in every way for the company with whom I was working. And I was kind of missing that community, that teamwork element, that daily collaboration after all that time. And so I put my feelers out, and a dear friend of mine who is a trender let me know that there was a position. She knew I had a lot of marketing experience. And so from there, I started the interview process. It was so organic. And I'm just so happy now. This is a company that fits best of both worlds. Big enough that we get the backing we need. If we have an idea, we have a team to run with it. We have all the components, from creative to experts. And then for me, it's small enough that if we have an idea, and it's collaborative and supportive enough that if we have an idea, the team comes and holds you up and boosts you up. Okay, great. How can I support you to take this dream to fruition? So for me, it's just good. 7,000 is a nice size company where we're always pushing ourselves forward, but we're small enough to just make those adjustments. We can set tighter deadlines in a really big company because we're not moving quite as big of a ship. So as we develop and enhance with the technology, as it grows so fast, my book just proved it, right? Then we can rally together as a team and make changes faster than maybe a company that's enormous. Yeah. Long answer.
No, I love it. And I can imagine it's very different going from a work day where it's just you're making all the decisions, to now, joining this cybersecurity giant with over 7,000 employees. And I love that you spoke about a few of the things that you like about it being the best of both worlds. I always think it's like a startup energy and culture on an enterprise scale. So you have a lot more of the benefits, the perks, the bigger teams, the global reach. You're able to put a lot more energy and investment into developing the product, but also having that stable base of years and years of experience to build upon. So I totally agree. I've said that for a long time, and I haven't worked at a startup before, but I always felt like from speaking to other trenders, it was just a different energy compared to the rest of the corporate world.
It really is. And to reiterate some of your points right there, the international component is huge. I liked it when I was at Accenture. If I have a question in the morning, it's nice for a number of reasons. One, just get different perspectives. But two, round the clock support. I can wake up in the morning and write Afnan in Egypt a question, and she's right there. I'm East Coast time, and a lot of my team is Central and West. So I can have conversations early in the morning. And then in terms of the transition from working for myself at my desk or getting to be on Teams and see your smile and hear how people's days went, and having that continuity across teammates, that's different than consulting with different companies every week where you don't get those relationships building. So we feel more like a collective whole trying to reach for a common goal than me trying to just move people that are, sometimes almost acquaintances rather than friends. Whereas a trend, I consider you a friend, and I feel lucky to say that. And I can ask you about your powerlifting competition and stuff like that. So for me, I feel just very lucky, part of something that is a true community with our objectives all aligned, and we can work together. I just feel really lucky to be part of this company.
Joanna, I know I'm not the only person who thinks this, but I am certainly glad that you made the jump back into the corporate world, and I get to consider you a teammate and friend. So thank you again for joining Trend Micro and becoming a trender with me and everyone else on the team. And I really appreciate you joining me here on Trend Micro Talks, having this conversation, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thanks so much, Erin. It was really good to talk with you today.